If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Mark Twain. Do you agree? When you have to present complex material or thoughts, do you believe that you don't have to remember anything? I don't, and I think you shouldn't either. In the following couple of minutes, I'll give you one technique on how to remember your presentation. But first, a small story. I've just come home from work. I'm walking up the stairs toward my front door, and I open the door to my house and take off my coat. I put it on a hanger and put it in the closet. Next, I look in the mirror and see that my hair is all wet from rain. I place my keys on a small console table standing right beside the mirror. And I turn towards the painting of a beautiful fir tree in a winter landscape on the wall opposite to me. And Henry, my little black retro pug, runs up to me and wants me to play with him. I tell you this little story with no real meaning because it highlights how to use the memory technique called the memory palace or the Loki method. The memory palace is a floor plan of a house or an apartment or a number of places along a route moving around in the house. I used 5 places on a route in my example: the front door, the closet, the mirror, the console table, and the painting. The idea is that you place the item or concept you want to remember along the route or in each room. You can add as many rooms or places along your route as you need. The key is, though, that you have been to the room or the route yourself. Use a place that you know extremely well and have been to hundreds of times. Your apartment or house, your parents' house or grandparents' house. You may have lived in many places, so you can use all of those. You can even use your office. You can also use routes outside your house, such as your way to school when you were a child, the route that you run every time you go running, or when you walk to the office. Again, no limits to creativity. Once you have chosen a floor plan or route, you place the first item or concept from your speech in the first room or place you enter. For me, this was the front door. You place the second where you go next. Again, for me, this was a closet. You could enter your house and place the first item in the entrance, then walk down the hallway to the kitchen. You could then enter the living room and from there go to the balcony. You see how you can be creative? The importance is the place and the sequence. The sequence must be similar to the sequence in your speech. Of course, I can't guarantee that you'll never forget anything, but if you use this method, you'll be more confident, and if you lose your way, so to speak, you'll always be able to pick up at the right place in your speech. And the crazy thing is that you'll be able to give your speech backwards if you wanted to, i.e. starting with a conclusion and then going back through your points in the body in reverse order, ending with your opening, because the method is so strong on memorizing a sequence. Do you remember the items from my little story at the beginning? The front door included the opening. The story was in the closet. The explanation of the memory method was written with lipstick on the mirror. Following a sequence was on the console table, and the painting included the conclusion. I've used the memory palace technique to talk about the memory palace technique. Now it's your turn to use it.